So I found this 2016, and I fell in love with it. I remember it was just the sweetest thing. You can clearly see as you get further into it that it was made for someone's summer camp or summer job. In Canada, it becomes very obvious that it's Canadian as well. I actually printed this out and sent this to a summer job that I worked back in the Rockies. I just mailed it to them. And I hope they still have it. I hope they're making good use. Just because I was so charmed and I wanted it to exist in real life. And I thought it would find a good home there. So I actually printed this off once upon a time. And I realized recently that it's been 7 years since I've taken a look at this probably. So I thought it'd be fun to revisit it because a lot's happened in the last 7 years for me. Blew up on YouTube, obviously. But I've actually started gigging out. So like 2016, that summer was the first time I ever played music in front of people. And I've been doing a crap ton of that ever since. So here we go here. Preface to the 5th edition. Should I actually give this a little read? Well, here, they probably say a bunch of what I was just trying to say. I'll try to keep it mysterious for myself. I'm going to try to keep this fast-paced. About Guitar Club. Oh my gosh, it's a guitar club? What's going on? Oh man, it's already so much deeper than I thought it would be. We're going right into it. Look at all of this. Someone poured all of their love into this. Now we begin. You got The Rose, Janis Joplin. Jet Plane by John Denver, great choice. I don't know why they started off with it's a little bit of a incomplete introduction there. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. Standing here outside your door. So actually this might be like one of the first songs I ever performed, because I remember picking up a guitar in San Francisco and just playing it as sort of a joke, because there happened to be one in the place we were staying, and I've always loved to just pick up a guitar wherever I can. Joni Mitchell, getting into the Canadian stuff right away. This is a great one. I remember, I think it goes like that. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the paper ponies go up and down. That's kind of on my list to learn. I think that's a really sweet song, classic Canadian tune. I do a lot of Neil Young, so this would sort of fit in well with that. This was actually written in response to a Neil Young tune, so there's some nice dialogue there. I remember hearing this at an open mic though. It's not time to make a change, just relax, take it easy, you're still young, that's your fault, there's so much you have to know, find a girl, beautiful tune, let it be, oh, and they do it in G, so it's gonna, cause yeah, so this Let It Be is originally in C, it's a little high for me to try to sing. I tried performing it a couple times years ago, but it's a let it be, let it be. You gotta sing a high A at one point, so bring it a fourth down. This should be a little easier. So going to the chorus. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. It works in G. That's probably a pretty common move. You've Got a Friend. This one requires a capo. No mention of that here. What's up, guys? Maybe they just want you to sing it in the original Carole King register. When you're down in trouble and you need a helping hand and nothing. Alright, I don't know how usable that is. Country Roads. Definitely performed this a few times. Here we go. Yeah, that's perfect. You got that crunchy E chord, or that crunchy F chord. Driving down that road, I get this feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Song's originally in A. I think he records it with a capo, so he sticks to the G shape. Our bows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way. Cats in the Cradle, Harry Chapin. I've got requests for this one. Ooh, starts out spicy. Let's see if we can put this together. A child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way. There were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking before I knew it. And as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you. You know, I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy Boo and the man on the moon. Cool tune. I imagine it's a little low if I actually wanted to play that live. But you got the flat 7 in there, the flat 3. Rockin' tune there. Blowing in the Wind, we obviously know this one. So I know that this one is, I think it's usually in G, this tune, with a capo on 7. So super high capo, really nice high guitar. And then this would be even lower. This is probably an awkward key to sing it in. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. So a little low. I've seen him do it live just straight up in G. It's a real high though. How many roads must a man walk down? But then you get to play it in the original voicing that he recorded it in. So yeah, I'd love to do this one live, but I just don't know a good... I mean, I could capo it up and do the C shape, because you can still do a lot of those nice voicings in the C shape. So yeah, Sound of Silence, definitely done this one. I think you're gonna want a capo like 4th or 6th fret for this one. I forget what key this one's in. Hello darkness, my old friend. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? My old friend, I've come to talk with you again. Beautiful tune. Well, listen children to a story that was written long ago, about a kingdom on a mountain and the valley folk below. Oh, what a tune. Oh, it goes real high there, eh? Go ahead and hate a neighbor, go ahead and cheat a friend. One tin soldier rides away. That could use some work. Okay, not the best. But I mean, yeah, you're not just gonna follow this blindly though. If you know the tune, you can adjust it for yourself. Don't know what this is. No sighting there. Don't know this tune either. Sorry, Joan. Buff the Magic Dragon. Very similar to that last one. Let's just speed along here, shall I? Rainbow Connection. Oh, they did it in A. I feel like G would be a cooler one to have done it in. Yeah, I was gonna say this is really great when you do it with a Kermit voice, obviously. Gotta give credit. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. And now we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know the wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it. A rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Okay. Why are you doing that? So the only mistake is these two chords right here. So you actually want a B minor and then an E. So you're either doing the classic 2-5-3-6-2-5-1 there. Someday we'll find it, a rainbow connection, lovers, the dreamers, and me. And you gotta get the melody right. It's not the simplest vocal melody in the world, so don't judge. Imagine, original key, obviously a better piano song. Beautiful tune. Okay, this is so wild because I remember at the time being like, you put so much work into this. All right, a boxer, a classic. I'm dealing with the broken nail, so that's my excuse for not playing that better. Don't think that's gonna make it. Forever young, forever young. Lean on Me. Did Al Green ever do this song? I know it as a Bill Withers tune. It's almost as if they made this book with no internet access. Like they did this like at the summer camp where they're out in the woods, and so they're just going off memory for a lot of this stuff. I mean, all the lyrics are spot on, so I don't know what's going on. But this is a nice simplified one, because usually Doing Lean on Me on a guitar is pretty rough because I like to hit all those chords. This is how you would want to play it. I like this arrangement for guitar. Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow. That'll do, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me. So for We All Have Sorrow, I think ideally you'd want F over G there. So you're playing F chord with a G in the bass. Classic R&B move. And then for the end of the verse right before the chorus, you just play straight up G. That's smart. Why not? American Pie. This one I've had a handful of requests for. I'd love to just rock out that like one part. I know that you're in love with him as I saw you dancing in the gym. No, you both kicked off your shoes. Date those rhythm and blues. Alright, well, I can't judge because clearly I don't know the song well enough. Here's a tune that since the Barbie movie came out, I have thrown into my set. So like, what? So you want to just do a G, A minor, C, D, and then I think you want to keep these like Wonderwall style. You want to just keep those fingers there, so you're just doing everything. If that makes sense. G, and then do your A minor that way. C, D. Trying to tell you something about my life. Okay, and then they got. So this is one of my favorite chords, especially when you're in the key of G, to just play the C shape up, and then that's like a very colorful D chord. Is it an 11? I think so. Yeah, you got the G in there. I guess that makes it an 11. You ever done for me? Tell me, take my life as seriously. It's only life after all. See, I love how casual this is, where it's like, there's no like attempt to make it super logical. Maybe there is in the intro, but like just the way that like they just expect you to know. We showed you the chords. You can imagine that, how they repeat themselves. It's only life after all. I wonder if they actually try like performing this, if it's like. I guess the only real hiccup is that they don't have the A minor, but then they do got the C, and that sort of implies that you're keeping that finger right there. This is a C9, and then D sus, normal, 9, normal. So that's cool. And then then we got. Oh, right, and then this is the actual chorus, yeah. Went to the doctor. So I saw the Indigo Girls on Tiny Desk, and I'm pretty sure what they do is one of them plays this cool D11, and the other one just plays a normal D. So you have them both happening. And I looked to the children, and I drank from the fountains. There's more than one answer to these questions. Point me in a crooked line. The less I seek my source, closer I am to find. Closer I am to find. Woo. One more thing. I know it's usually capo 2 when they record it. It's in the key of A for the recording, but I like to play it in G because obviously I'm a boy, so that works out conveniently. Just take it down one tone, and then that part in the chorus is still a little high for me. I usually cheat it half the time or so. Wild World. This is a good one. Got a request for this one before. I performed it like twice, just tried to pull it out. Now I've lost everything to you. You say you want to start something new, and it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving, but if you want to leave. Kind of want to fix my mistake there, but you get the idea. It's a cool, I don't know like what that cliche is, but I feel like that's a thing. Those chord changes, it's very cool. And then it's very kind of Taylor Swift, where like the verse starts on a minor chord and the chorus starts on a major chord. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Oh, that's not right. No A minor there, you just go straight to the F. Brown eyed girl, obviously we know. Let's see if this is accurate. Hey, where we go? Days when the rain came. You, my brown eyed girl. You, my brown eyed girl. I love how just like, understated it is. These are the 4 chords. And then they don't even write out the chorus again or say there's another chorus. If you know the song, you know to do the chorus again. So I just love how understated it is. And that's why I think even despite all of the errors in this book, they're tasteful. They didn't like go on any big gambits that didn't pay off. They're just showing you all the lyrics, trying to give you an idea of the chords. Here's a tune if there ever was one. I've got requests for this one too. This would be another one. This is another one that I should know. Bo too tired to sleep. So maybe they want you to use a capo. G's an awful key for that. C was sounding good though. But yeah, on one like this, like you already know it's gonna be 3 chords. Is there a key change? Yeah, I think there's a key change in this tune. This was featured in the television series The Office, so might be worthwhile just for that. But yeah, this would be a great one. I mean, this is like why I want an iPad, so I can bust these songs out. It seems so silly to like commit a song like this to memory because it's not my culture. I didn't grow up with this tune, but like I know it, and I wish if I had lyrics in front of me, like songs like this and Sweet Caroline and American Pie, those are what iPads are for, I think. But like Free Fallin', that's worth memorizing. I know all the lyrics to this by heart, play it all the time. I play it, honestly, I would advise you play it in A. So this is one of those tunes where the chorus is like exactly an octave higher than the verse. So if you want to play it authentically like that, I think E is your best bet. It's 1 semitone down from the original. It's originally in F, and then E is your best bet, and then the highest note. You always got to look at the crux of the song. So the highest note, free, fucking hard. But in the middle of a gig, if I'm finishing a set with this, I can kind of creak it out. It doesn't sound amazing, but free, you can get it out there. So I try to do that. So I'll do the authentic way where I'll do, she's a good girl, yeah, free. Which is, I think people like, I think that's good. I don't know. Honestly, this is something where you got to make that judgment call. Do you want to do it authentically and kind of make an ass of yourself? Or maybe you can pull it off. Or you can do it the John Mayer way and then just cheat it. So the verse sounds better because you're singing it higher. Loves her mama, she loves Jesus and America too. And I'm free. So it's all in the same area. So it's a lot more vibey because it's just more consistent. There's no big break. You know those darn tunes that go up an octave. All right, moving along here. We got Wheat Kings. So I told you we'd find out they're Canadian. It's a little regional Canadian band. Regional meaning that very famous in Canada, very notably not famous, aggressively unfamous outside of Canada. So this is one of those little signifiers that people know you're Canadian if you listen to these guys, because they never got any airplay down in the States, or none of note that I know of. But in Canada, you'd hear this all the time growing up. And actually, fun fact about Wheat Kings, there's a YouTube video. Justin Bieber actually covered this song in Japan. So like to give a little Canadiana, to give them a little taste of where he's from, he did a little Wheat Kings cover in Japan. So you can look that up. That's a fun thing. But yeah, timing for this song, you do the switch to C on the end of 2, which I always, when it comes to irregular shifts of chords, that one specifically, the end of 2, I always think of as like the grunge one, or just like the rock one. It's just like Nirvana does that. I don't know. Whenever there's an irregular one, it's usually the end of 2. That's a very popular choice, I feel like. Okay, we're cutting that. But yeah, beautiful tune. Sundown in the Paris of the prairies, Wheat Kings and all. Nice little tune. I play this live a lot because I play in Canada. People know this tune. Yeah, so there you go. A reference to CBC. That's like our public broadcasting network up north here. Beautiful tune. Moving along deep. Oh, I've never played this one, but I can already. Yeah, we know this song. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? The General. My friend showed me this once upon a time. I remember it being like a tough guitar piece. I don't want to try to fake it now. A little known American band. It's cool to see them here. Summer 69, again, this is a Canadian classic, but one that actually did cross the border in a very big way. I think we all know this one. Got my first real 6-string. Going up to that F sharp, especially if it's in the first line of the verse, I already kind of want to cheat this. I would want to do this in C. First real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and done. This is not a song for me. I have never performed this before. They go Rain King. Counting Crows tune. So the one thing that I remember from this real book, when I saw it and when I knew I wanted to look at it, was I remember Mr. Jones was in here, and I was like, of all the choices, like, why is there this random Counting Crows tune? Like, this seems like such a cheesy song. I've gotten really into the Counting Crows recently. This is the kind of surprise I was hoping to find here. They got Rain King. I belong in the service of the Queen. I belong anywhere but in between. She's been crying and I've been thinking, and I am a Rain King. Oh mama, why am I so alone? So I think this is the tune that when they did it live at least once, where the band will just riff. I'm pretty sure it's just a little walk down from the 4, and then Adam Duritz just like sings all of the lyrics to Thunder Road while they just vamp on this. I'm gonna try, maybe it can jog my own memory. The screen door slams, Mary's dress waves. Well, yeah, vision, she dances across the porch as the radio plays. And I think they do like the choruses and everything. Yeah, I feel like that was something that they would do in the 90s. Just like quote other songs in a huge way like that. Wonderwall, I think we know this one. Just a rundown, I think recorded is Capo 3. I do Capo 2 if I'm feeling randy. These sorts of songs, like when you go to like, you can't just like rip this out like when you're background music. But like maybe you could do it in G as background music. Gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. But I don't believe that anybody. Anyways, but like I always finish in the key of A, so that would be, I could really try to give that a go, and a nice loud bar. You need that for a song like this. Here we are, Mr. Jones. The one, my most vivid memory of this whole songbook was the fact that this exists in this songbook. I was down in New Amsterdam, staring at this yellow-haired girl. Mr. Jones strikes up a conversation with this black-haired flamenco dancer. She dances while his father plays the guitar. You're surely beautiful. And so I've never performed the song, but I heard a friend of mine do it recently, and it went over so well. It's just so wordy. Again, this is a reason you'd want an iPad. I do have a lot of respect for Counting Crows, so I would love it if I knew all these, if I committed this all to memory. This would be a cool one. But it's just so wordy. It just feels like wouldn't be the best investment. I don't know. But yeah, beautiful song. Actually I ripped this out. I got a request for it and I tried to fumble through a little bit of it. It was pretty embarrassing because even if you want to just rip right to the chorus, even the chorus is very, very wordy. Mr. Jones and me. Oh my gosh, do I remember it? And me. Stumbling through the bar. Oh yeah, we're playing a beautiful woman. She's perfect for you, man. You got me something for me. Wanna be Bob Dylan. Mr. Jones. I hope that's the chorus. I'm gonna really embarrass myself if that's actually just the verse, because I think as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, this might actually be. I don't know. Anyways, I Will Remember You. Another Canadian, in case you didn't know, Sarah McLachlan from Nova Scotia moved out west, so she actually is not just Canadian but Western Canadian, at least based, I think, for a while. I always just do this straight up 1-4-5, so this already seems kind of weird. I will remember you. Hate it already. I like to do the Office version, which is what Andy does in the last season. I think it's capo 3 C shape, so E flat. That's really great. I will remember you. And just a 1-4-5. Here Comes the Sun by George for Pam. That's so sweet. Like, oh, like, because I bet they did shows up here. So here we come to trying to put the story together. They must have done shows at the summer camp or summer gig, whatever was going on here in the woods. And I don't know. Why is it dedicated to an individual? That's so cute. It doesn't say, like, for this show. Like, here it says, Take Back the Night. Like, there was an event, so they learned it for an event. So they perform it at something. I feel like this is, some sort of religious summer camp, maybe. And they would do things, maybe for, like, their birthdays. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. But anyways, we got Sarah Harmer. I'm not super familiar with her. I just know that she's a famous Canadian. She's friends with Gord Downie, who's a lead singer of the Tragically Hip. So she's in deep on that scene. So cool. Don't know this song, unfortunately. My Girl, we all know this one. Nice and simple. This one I've played with a professional singer before. I just did the guitar part, so I can just eyeball it. That's all right. There is a key change in the recording. There actually is a pretty cool... that's not included here, but they got all the basics right. Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. This is just another great acoustic song, which I've contemplated throwing into my set. Wouldn't be that hard to learn these lyrics, and everyone knows the song, obviously. This is another sort of, we were talking about, this is sort of the Wonderwall thing and Closer to Fine thing, where you got the drone notes. These are always just ringing out. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. So make the best of the test and don't ask why. Fast Car, well, you know this one. There's like, okay, they do have the chords, all chords. Yeah, it's a 4-chord loop, so they're not going to go that in depth with it. Awesome, just confirmed a gig there. Gonna be doing my Christmas shtick. Love it. Santa breakfast was the keywords I saw there. What, did I miss anything? Yeah, Fast Car, it's a long song, eh? And then there's, the 4-chord loop does break up for the chorus here. I'm not gonna give it a... Oh, fuck it. I'll try playing it. So, I mean, I know that the shape, like, you have to do it in G shape because you got all these nice moves. I broke a fingernail, so that's my excuse for not doing this perfectly. But yeah, you got that beautiful droning G, which is like... That's what Blackbird is. But yeah, you will always want to do it in G shape. So they're saying to do D to A, so that'd just be capo 2. I think the recording's capo somewhere in this region, so this is nice. For a guy singing, I think that's a good... Yeah, you probably want to have a capo even for a male singer. You got a fast car. Like we can make a deal. Get it, na 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 na. Any place would be better. Down from here with nothing to lose. And then I remember you were driving in your car. So they didn't get that part right. That's okay. But yeah, if you know the song, you can probably adjust. You got a little clue later on. You actually want to go to that F sharp. Anyways, moving along. First Beatles song for Kirby and the support staff, 2004. Love you guys. Now somewhere in the Black Mountain Hills of Dakota. Once lived a young boy named Rocky Raccoon. Let's see if they got this right. I think this... Rocky Raccoon. One day his phone ran off with another guy. Hit young Rocky in the eye. Okay. Somewhere in the Dog Hills, Dakota, lived a boy named Rocky Raccoon. One day his phone ran off with another guy. Hit young Rocky in the eye. Rocky didn't like that. He said, I'm gonna get that boy. So one day he walked into town, booked himself a room in a local saloon. Rocky Raccoon checked into his room, only to find Gideon's Bible and unhacked grill, equipped with a gun. Only the man of his rival. I thought that would be a little easier for me to fake on guitar, but yeah, well, that's a fun one. I feel like you could pull that off with a pick too. Angel, another Sarah McLachlan one. So we've got the two big Sarah McLachlan songs I'm sure everyone knows, famous for being in the SPCA ads. You might call it something different down south. But spin. Oh, this is original key. Great piano tune in C. Spin. Oh my gosh, I'm so used to spend all your time. I'll just try doing it. I'll just try doing Sarah's register. Spend all your time waiting for that second chance, for a break that will make it okay. There's always some reason to feel not good enough. Yeah, beautiful. The arms, and then this, not really a C9, more just like an F over C. Love that move. Fly away from here in the dark, cold hotel room. Oh. Anyways, we know that tune. Back to some more CanCon. That's what we call Canadian content. I've done this a handful of times live, because if you got people that like are responding to the Tragically Hip and I want to just try to throw stuff out there, this is one of their bigger hits. First thing we climb a tree, and maybe then we talk, or sit silently and listen to our thoughts. Illusions of someday, that's a C9. Cast in a golden light, no dress rehearsal, this is our life. And then do this little figure before you go back into the chorus. And that's when the hornet stung me, and I had a feverish dream with revenge and doubt. Tonight we smoke them out. Well, you were ahead by a century. Alright, just run through this. Okay, The Weekend's another Canadian band. I've been recommended them several times. A lot of people love this band. They're from Winnipeg. A lot of big emo bands are from Manitoba, I think, too. I don't think these guys are full, they're definitely not full on emo. But yeah, I'm not super familiar. Yeah, we obviously know this one. The recorded key is B, so you're actually taking it up. Not ideal. Yeah, it's not ideal. Apparently he was kind of trying to cop Neil Young style when Chris Martin wrote this, so that's why it sort of got the Canadian connection. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. Or Kermit the Frog, whichever. Alabaster, don't know this song. Keep going. Dispatch. They're heavy on the Dispatch. Another Sarah Harmer, Canadian gal. Night Swimming. I looked this one up recently because it's a great little piano tune, in case you don't know. Oh my god, they got Long December here. Okay, lot to unpack here. Two amazing piano ballads. First, Night Swimming. I know this is original key because I've looked at it. Let's try playing through it. Night Swimming. Okay. Night Swimming deserves a quiet night. Photograph on the dashboard taken years ago. I turn windshield, shows every street light. Okay, I don't know this super well, but I like how they got the 8. I forgot my shirt at the water's edge. The moon is low tonight. Alright, A Long December. So this is the whole reason I love the Counting Crows. I just love this tune. So you're taking it down one semitone, so it might be a little too low, but it'll sound very casual. A long December, and there's reason to believe that maybe this year will be better than the last. Skip to the chorus. And it's one more day up in the canyons, and it's one more night in Hollywood. If you think that I could be forgiven, wish you would. Na 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 na. I love this song so much. And actually, usually when I'm playing on guitar, I'll do it in open tuning. I got a nice open tuning way of doing it, and I'll actually just throw the capo up, and I usually do it in F sharp, in the key of F sharp. In case you're curious, it's one semitone up instead of one semitone down, so it makes it slightly more high energy, I guess, and it's still the same feel to it. It's a beautiful tune. All right, we got another heavy hitter. So this, along with Wheat Kings, I like to do these back to back. They're both in G. They're both a Tragically Hip. So if people recognize the first one, hopefully they're delighted that I transition nicely into Bob Cajun. I left your house this morning about 9:15. But when I left your house this morning, it was a little after 9. Okay, the fact that they misspelt Willie Nelson's name makes me think that they actually did have no internet where they made this, and they were just listening to the song and just typing out the lyrics while listening to the CDs they had brought with them. That's not how you spell his name, but that's really cool. Beautiful tune. If you're curious about performing this sort of has like a weird kind of swing to it, so I've always kind of found it awkward to perform. Maybe I'm getting in my head too much, though. Maybe it's fine. Because, I mean, it's kind of like, it's still energetic. That's what you want. It's still, like, fast enough. But I always kind of just find it a little strange. Like, it clearly wasn't meant to just cowboy it up with the acoustic guitar. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too in my head about it. But Canadian classic, one of their top 3 songs for sure. Beautiful tune by the Tragically Hip. Again, their friend here, Sarah Harmer. Wish I was a little more educated on these people, but I don't have. I do know that this is a Paul Simon tune right here. Well, I think it's fine building jumbo plane or taking a ride. And then I think actually this is another one where they do the octave jump. So I know we come a long way, we're changing day to day. Yeah, and I think going back to it, Father and Son does the same thing. Where it's sort of like, I don't know, sometimes I get bummed out about it. Like, I'm like, I don't like how low the verse is, don't like how high the chorus is. And if you want to do it authentically, you're just out of luck. Because you can't. You can't make them both. You can't improve that. After the Gold Rush. Hopefully we know this tune. It's a title track off of early Neil Young classic. Recorded key is in D. And then I think Tom York of Radiohead actually covered this in C to bring it down a little for himself. And I've tried playing this a bunch in C. I've learned how to play this on piano in C. And they're taking this in G. Well, No, so this is in D. Again, just kind of a weird pickup chord. So this is in D. Okay, so original key here. Well, I dreamed I saw the knights in armor come saying something about a queen. So you can tell it's pretty tough. Like I was saying, even if you bring it down a whole tone, it's still pretty tough. Well, I dreamed I saw the knights in armor come saying something about a queen. But it's a beautiful tune, and they don't have the cool chords. And later on, I have to look at Mother Nature. Look at Mother Nature on the run. Oh, they do. Because instead of the B flat, so they got the flat sound there. 1970s. Oh, I played myself there. Yeah, so yeah, original key. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Oh, would you look at that? This is actually on my list to learn because I'm playing for some big Blue Rodeo fans. So recorded, it's capo 2 G shape, so it's an A. And this one's kind of funny. This one, I feel like has a bit of the ambiguous, like you don't know if it's in G or D. But you say that you're leaving. Well, that comes as no surprise. Kinda like this feeling of being left behind. It's So I changed the B minor to a G there. Pretty sure that's right. So yeah, this kind of gives you the impression it's in G. And then it... Hey, I guess it hasn't hit me. Yeah, and this kind of feels like it's in D. Because that sounds more like a 5 than a major 2 to me. Yeah, I kind of like this feeling. I love the lyrics here. I'm just woman troubles getting stoned. Beautiful little tune. If I had $1 million, I imagine everyone knows this song. So this is our first sighting of the Bare Naked Ladies, another Canadian band, in case you didn't know. And the way they record this is classic cowboy style. The way Country Roads is done, the way Wagon Wheel is done, where you got capo 2, G shape, so it's an A. So you're playing up here. If I had $1 million, well, if I had $1 million. So yeah, let's talk about the song for a second. This is another, speaking of classic like campfire tunes or camp songs, I think this was made because the two guys behind Bare Naked Ladies actually were camp counselors. So they wrote the song as a sing-along, I guess. And you can see it's sort of a duet. That's what they're doing with the brackets. That's the callback. And there's a bunch of just like silly, cute lyrics about what you buy for your pal. It was really cute. And then the chorus is really cool. And they sort of do the same duet thing where like someone's saying, if I have $1 million, and then someone else is just going off about building tree forts here. So I've played this because when I go to do Wagon Wheel, so this is actually what happens in real life. I go to do Wagon Wheel, and then while I'm vamping to get ready, I'm like, I should just do a little chorus of this, or a verse and a chorus. But the chorus goes, well, if I had $1 million, we could build a tree fort in our yard. Well, if I had $1 million, you could help, it wouldn't be that hard. If I had $1 million, well, I'll be rich. The vibe of Country Roads is so powerful that like if you can like get a few more songs that are in that ilk, and just I love doing just like a medley of tunes in that sort of vibe for like the last 15 minutes of a set. Just one after the other. Maybe I'll change my tune. It seems like a good idea right now. It's going strong. Rockin' in the Free World. This is another like one of Neil Young's more popular songs. This would be an obvious choice for someone like me. Never played this live. I don't know, I always thought it was kind of cheesy. Obviously it's about the free world, so like I mean like it just feels very American. Yeah, red, white, and blue, obviously. I guess that's no mystery there. I don't even really want to sing this right now. Colors in the streets, red, white, and blue. And he performed this with Eddie Vedder at like the Grammys or something, so it's got that connection going for it too. Apparently people talk about how great that performance was. But I mean like I don't like that register either, and I feel like you need to do it in an E minor voicing on the guitar, so that's my excuse for not doing that tune. Fiddler's Green, original key. This is a beautiful tune, and this one they actually do straight up open tuning, Bob Dylan Blood on the Track style. And this one I do a segment of my set where I go into open tuning, and occasionally I'll throw this one in. It's pretty slow. It's a pretty slow song, so if I'm really background music, this is a good background music tune. Don't know this one. I don't even know this one, sorry to say. Peaceful Easy Feeling, got a little classic right here. So this was one of my staple tunes when I was starting out. So like I was saying, I discovered this book in 2016, and then 2019, actually it was a long ass time. 2019 I started playing out, and these two, Take It Easy and Peaceful Easy Feeling, were big staples. Big staples. I saw Eagles tribute band out in Penticton, small town, Canada, and it blew my mind. I loved just the guitar music and seeing all the locals go wild for it. And so I was like, I gotta learn these tunes. Like, Take It Easy, just such a powerful, like, just G strumming, and it's so good. Like, I've been performing this song nonstop for 4 years. Very proud and happy to say. But yeah, you know what this tune sounds like. We'll just keep going. Long and winding road. Speaking of long and winding roads, this is taking a long ass time. And I think what I'm going to do is take a little pause here. This has been a fun little experiment. If this does go up, yeah, this was a nice little practice for me of just trying to make sense speaking in a quiet room. So this has been fun. I like the idea. So I want to get into like songbooks in the future, like making my own and stuff. And I don't even know. I don't even have the words for why I thought this video would be a good idea. I thought, yeah, just like this is something that I like really want to recommend to people. So to be able to actually like go through it and talk about some of the reasons I find it interesting, I thought would be helpful. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for wasting your time.